and boys fall in love, okay? And that's everything for them. And by the time, if something happens there, by the time they're 26, 27, they have moved on. So that's why they become career oriented, not as romantic and idealistic as they were when they were 17, 18. And I think there's a lot of damage done because of the cultural differences between our culture and the culture that we live in. And it's too late to repair that. So I think we probably need to work on them in the 60s, 17, 18. I mean, that's my opinion.
Sure. So lots of good points in what you just said. I have to say this though, as someone who treats people of all ages, in fact, one of the very first patients I ever saw was this couple that had been married for 50 plus years. And I remember they came to see me, and as soon as they walked in, I thought to myself, what are they doing here, and what am I going to do to help someone who's been married that long? I had a mentor at the time who was watching me do counseling with this couple, and after the first appointment, they left, and I turned to the mentor and I said, I'm not even sure why they're here. And he said, that doesn't matter. What matters is they're here. And so what I'll tell you is, as long as you're open to making a change, and if you think that what you're doing or thinking or feeling or so forth isn't working, then I think you can make change happen. The good news is I don't think it's ever too late. But I do think the basis of your point is really good, which is, you can't start communicating effectively with your child once they're 25.
From over here about sort of forming your children at the proper time when they're in their teens, or how to influence them in such a way that they turn into the adults that you would like to see. And I think it's really important to focus on the child as an individual, and listen again to that child's individual desires. Because, so for example, I have an older brother, and he's definitely Indian in a lot of ways in terms of, he's still vegetarian, and there's some things about him that he retained. But at the same time, he's not nearly as Indian as I am, or that I wanted to be. He married a white woman, and it was a different priority set for the two of us, and we were raised in the same household. So I think it's hard to pinpoint what it is that makes a child go a certain direction. But I think it's all about listening to the specific kid and seeing what they want, and not forcing anything on either one of them. Because sometimes I think if you force something on a kid in their teen years, they go in the complete other direction, right? So if they feel like you're forcing them to go to the temple every weekend, or you're forcing them to take Bharatanatyam lessons or whatever it is, then they're gonna be, gosh, I really hate this, and go completely in the other direction. So I think be cautious with how you're influencing them in those formative years, because it could have the opposite reaction of what you're looking for.
So if you never really had the switch on your end, where you went from being their director to, you can't skip that stage. You can't go from being their director to being their consultant. I think you need that coaching phase. So I think from that perspective, you're right. Teenage years probably are really important. And
it really varies based on the person. For me, so I'm 35 and Yogesh is 34, so we are obviously a little bit late in the game, I think, for Indian folks, but that was what was right for us. Again, as I said, I was focused on career and all of these things before, and I wanted to find the right person. So for me, it wasn't about, oh my gosh, you're turning 30, you have to get married. For me, it was keep looking for the right person, because you got to spend the rest of your life with them. And you have to, you're going to have babies with this person. Is this guy going to be a good father? And all of these things are really important, and I could not make those decisions based on age alone. So for me, it was more important to say, it doesn't matter how old I am, I'm going to find the right person who is going to fit into my family and make a good father and be a good husband, and who, we're going to be happy together for the next 50, 60 years, hopefully. And so that was more important than, oh my gosh, I'm 30, I must get married. So I don't think there's an ideal age, and I think that's important for parents to keep in mind, that don't put that pressure on your kids based on age, but more help them find what they're looking for, to find the right person. Because it's better to be happy than just to get married because you're supposed to get married.